Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 52 of the Foster Child Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part we now have a child, or we had a child. We had Addison age up from a toddler to a child in the last part, but this is our first full part with her as a child. I did give her a makeover, and if you can see, her hair is different than what she had, if I remember correctly, when she aged up. And I gave her a bunch of outfits too that were different. And one way to check briefly, quickly, those outfits is if we go into change outfit, it'll show them kind of small, but I'll try and put them across the screen. So hopefully they'll be, blown up a little bit. I'll take the screenshots and make them a bit bigger and put them across the screen, or maybe they're going across the screen right now. But what I did notice when I took a look at her symbology and her character values is her manners are quite bad for the fact that she just aged up from a toddler. Well, one way to get around that is to have them go make friendly introductions and whatnot. But to start with, I am instead going to have Nicholas come and teach her some manners under the parenting, because I'd rather do the introductions and the friendships once she gets the incredibly friendly trait. So I tend to do the social aspiration a little later on. And I see that we have a full notification wall, so I'm going to just delete everything here. And she just got up to, I see, level 3 of creativity by sitting down and playing with those dolls for a minute. But she's not going to be playing dolls for very long because, like I said, I want her to have her manners worked on a little bit before we really go forward with that too much. And that bumped her up to level 3 of her social skill. And I did have her join the Scouts, so we will hopefully see how the things that we do with the aspirations for the children help with the scouting badges. Because I think some of them, like the drawing for sure, will help a lot. And obviously, speaking nicely and stuff, which helps work with your social, also helps. But you don't actually need to just do the friendly introductions and the compliments. I think if you do any friendly interactions, that helps with the one that's sort of a social thing. So she will need to go over. I am on Nicholas. I'm going to switch to Addison. She will need to go over to check her badge progress, but it's not a really big rush to do that because she's going to have to do that every time she gets any promotion, so to speak. So I'm going to have her do her homework. And I'm going to sell this because we really don't need that in the, we don't need a bunch of them. We already have, at least one in the house. If we need another one, we can always buy it again. And I'm going to take that book, she doesn't need that, and put it in her inventory. In the bookcase, I should say. So where she's going to go do her homework, I actually want to have Nicholas come and encourage her wherever she is. Where are you, my dear? Oh, there you are. Of course, at the table. We're going to come over here and we're going to encourage her for learning please and thank you. And we're also going to encourage her for doing her homework, which will help with her responsibility. So that is that. And then why don't we actually help her with her homework? If I can find that. Or is she already done so it's not coming up? Or maybe I just missed it. Because I'm used to it being like here. And I didn't notice it there. Oh, I see that nanny. That's the disadvantage of nannies, is they help too much with homework. They help with things like homework. So when you want your sim to help, then they're kind of in your way. But, it's nice that they help with homework. So let's take a look. Oliver is doing his homework. Speaking of homework, Scarlett, how are you? Did you need any homework done? You've done your homework. We probably should rally the troops, because I see she has to go to the bathroom a little bit. Cloud gatherings, rally the troops. I don't know what she was going to do with Addison. So Addison, you've done your homework, so I'm going to have you learn your manners a little bit more, because you got a little bit of time until you're going to go to school. So we're going to teach please and thank you again. Just start off right, and that helps. I'm pretty sure that also helps her with her social. So, so she's essentially working on her social and she's working on her manners at the same time. Whereas usually I don't tend to do these things until after they've done all of their aspirations. But maybe doing a little bit of this at the beginning helps a little bit. But it's easy. It's simpler now because we only have one child. And we have one toddler, so a lot of times we've had like a bunch of children all at once. So, since I only have 2 parents, foster parents, to do it, So of course, the foster child challenge, the details are all down below. And are you still doing that homework? I was about to go into, it just seems to be taking you a long time. Are you frozen? I'm gonna reset him because sometimes they do get frozen when they're doing their homework, and I see everybody's a little bit frozen right now. Now, is your homework done? Yeah, it is done. So you were just doing extra credit. So you're just gonna put that in your inventory because you don't really need to do that. I want to check your needs. You kind of need a little bit of fun and some hygiene. So we're gonna have you go take a shower. And then why don't you come and practice? I was gonna say practice, but do you need your emotional control worked on? You do. You could have you practice, or you could have you go and play with emotion on here. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll have you go play with emotion. Now I'm having the kids all go to school because I'm still working on, oh, we got to check on Minnie. What's wrong with Minnie? I don't think you're doing anything, are you? Why don't we come see what's wrong? What's wrong, sweetie pie? Why are you uncomfortable? Is it anything we can do to help you? Is there anything we can do to help you with it? Oh, you're hungry. Okay. So let's take a look. Is your food? You have food. Well, we'll just have you come call Minnie to eat. There's food right there, sweetie pie. You don't really need us to tell you that, or you shouldn't need us to tell you that. So we're going to encourage again and look, we became friends. We weren't really friends with her, so it became much easier to do that at the child level by just, teaching her manners and things like that. That built their relationship because they were not friends before, so that's good. When I say they, I mean Nicholas wasn't friends. So we're going to do one more teaching, please, and thank you. And let's see what's happened with Addison. So she's now got nothing there. So that's good. That's really good. I'm just happy just to be not in the negative, because that was the most red I've seen from a toddler, from a sim who's just aged up from a toddler ever. And I'm actually surprised she has empathy. I don't really know why she has that. So being mean. See, I don't really see toddlers. I don't know. Let me know if you've seen things that toddlers can work on their empathy, because I don't really think of toddlers as working on their empathy, to be quite honest. So we look like someone's a little bit frozen again. Oh, it's because we do have some... No, it was just because Addison was reaching the next level of her social. So, Sean, what do you need to do? You need to read some books. So why don't we have you read? You actually need to do your archaeology, but I think you, because that's your aspiration that you really need to do. But why don't we have you... I was going to say, why don't we have you read? But let's check what you actually need. You need emotional control also, and you know what? I like all my teens to have some skill with cooking. So I'm going to have him make a sack lunch. We're going to make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And hopefully you'll get that done before you go to school, because I just realized that it's actually pretty close to time for school. And we're going to encourage learning, please, and thank you. And then we're going to do one rallying of the troops. Oh, that was a negative. But I do see that happen sometimes. Stop parenting clubs, club gatherings, rally the troops so that everybody is in a good mood when they go to school. And now what are you? Are you about to go to school? You may not get that boost, but maybe you're okay. You're not too bad. So he's level 2 of cooking, so we've got him on his way, because hopefully I like them to be level 3 at a minimum. So we'll see whether that happens. I'm going to check in on Isabella. She needs to sleep a little bit longer. So once Isabella wakes up, I will be back so that we can concentrate on Isabella today and hope she can get her, let's see where she is. Oh, she's actually really close. So hopefully she can get to level 5 of thinking. So we'll have no toddlers in the house once we age her up. So I'll be back when she's awake. So Isabella is awake, and she has gone to the potty, and she has eaten a little bit. I'm not sure if I just had her eat some food that wasn't finished. She got filled up enough. So what I thought I would do is I would have Nicholas work on her flashcards, because she was feeling a bit sad. It's gone now from where is everyone? She didn't seem to get sad from the fact that Lacey went to work, but she'd get sad because no one was around. So like I said, I had her look after all of her basic needs. while Nicholas was looking after the garden a little bit, and then now he's come over. He did get stung because he tried to, and that's likely gone too because he was trying to bond with the bees, and I tried to get him to collect some honey. I'm not sure, and you know, they have a little bit more money because I had him supercell what was in the garden, and I also had him check for seeds from Patchy, who I see has come off of his stand. And we got some cherries, so I put that outside, and I can't remember if I had him planted or not, or if I left it for one of the teens to do it when they came back, but we'll take a look later. The other thing I did was I replaced the litter box with one of the, this is the litter box that comes with my first pet stuff, but the main reason I got this litter box was so that the kids can clean it and take the trash out, just like I did there. It's just one more opportunity for them to work on their good deeds. And she's going off to play. I thought you needed help. Oh, no more flashcards. I'm sure that from playing with flashcards. Time to break. Time for break. Too much study and concentration just isn't fun. So let me take a look here at where she got, because she obviously didn't max it. Not quite. How about we do some what's thatting of a few things, since you don't want to study anymore. I know you want to play. I know you want to play. But I really want you to get that max so that we can get you to age up. And since you're doing that, why don't we check? I can't remember if I ended up with a cake behind or not. So let me look in here to see if we have any cake. Or if I had to make another cake. We have a hamburger cake. So we have a cake we can use for birthday cake if we are able to age up Isabella today. So why don't you, Isabella, since you don't want to do flashcards, why don't you come over here? Let me click on her. Let me pause so that he doesn't get away from us, go too far. I'm going to come over here and we are going to friendly ask why. There we go. Can you come ask why? You still sad from those flashcards? Oh, it's passing. It's going to 17 more sim minutes and then it'll be gone. Can you ask why? Oh, he didn't seem to like that. So why don't we, what's that? How far are you? Just almost there. Or you know what? Why don't you play? Why don't you play this? Why don't you practice that? No one's around. Though they're going to be home in a couple of minutes, so then you might get embarrassed. But I think you have the shameless trait, so I don't think you're going to care. Let me just check. Do you have the shameless trait? You should have the shameless, you do. Oh, we got a grades are up for Addison. She is now a B student. Lacey is now level 9. She's an illustrious illustrator in the painting career, so she makes a little bit more, actually a lot more. She doubled her salary, and she got a bonus, and she got a premium prima ballerina. I really want her to get to level 10, because level 10 they only work 1 day a week, which is perfect. So let me take a look at Isabella, and I want her to actually watch is what I want her to do, because that also helps with their let me just find it. You know, that helps with their mental, or their thinking, I should say. I always get the kids ones mixed. I mean, I know they're different. They're called different things, but essentially thinking corresponds to mental. And I get the two mixed up, or more so that I keep calling thinking mental. I don't think I call mental thinking very often, because it's been around for so long, but the thinking I seem to tend to call it mental. So, can she get that over? No, not quite. Can you watch again? I don't know if you can ask why. Why don't you do another what's thatting while I'm trying to look and see? That might put you over the top, but let me see, just in case it doesn't. Why don't we go in here and do another watch? Nope, we have someone uncomfortable. What is dirty? Where are you? You're in here. Did this washing machine? Oh, you got them cleaning up. And the butler's actually being useful, and I think trying to fix it. That's a first. I've been fighting. I think I actually tried to, I can't remember if this was the house. Maybe it was a different save. Because honestly, my butlers all look like this. They look the same in every save, and she didn't even fix it. Okay, Lacey, you're our expert. Why don't you repair plumbing? Why don't you come over here and repair that? You're our one who knows the most about that. And then why don't you come and give Minnie a treat and give her a hug. And you are sad. You're very sad. Is it time to wear black? Yeah, you don't need to cry. You go for a jog. That's what you should do. You should jog. That will help you with your emotional control. So we're going to go jog to clear mind. And so now it's Tuesday week. They can take their vacation days because we'll totally should be able to age them up. And we have, and I am planning. Now the question is, did Isabella age up? She maxed her thinking. Can she be aged up is what I should be saying, not did she age up. So I think it is time for another party. Now, what party should we have? What piano? He's level 2. Do we have piano boost in the club? Like, I would have thought we would, but, you know, let me check. We got all sorts of points. Yep, we do. We just don't have guitar. He's not going up very fast, that's all I'm saying. He's only level 2. I guess I'm used to playing with a lot of Sims who were toddlers, and they get those boosts from that. Really helps a lot. So we need to grow a cow plant. But first off, I'm going to go over onto party animal, because I'm actually kind of trying to work on this one, because I've not been having much luck. We're just going to do another dinner party for this. And which is under social. So I'm going to plan that and be back. So we're all set up. I'm actually going to have our Sean make something to eat for this dinner party. I'm going to have him make a garden salad, and I'm doing that because he didn't quite get to level 3 of his cooking, and this should hopefully bring him over the top for that. It's because we have to make a group meal, and then we have to have some Sims listening to music at the same time. So Lacey, why don't you come over here and listen to blues, and then maybe the others will just come and listen with you, because I find a lot of them do tend to do that. Look, I didn't even do listen together, and they're still doing it. They're still coming over. Yeah, I was going to have her play, but you can play that later. Now we need to have Sims become playful, so we're going to briefly and quickly enable the emotional aura on that. And I'm going to disable it because I don't actually like my Sims to be playful, as I've mentioned many times before. So let's see. We need to thank a guest for coming. Now I need to remember who I actually invited versus who's not a guest. But I think I'll tell, because you can only thank for coming the people who are guests. And then we need to call a guest to meal, but I'm still waiting for him to finish that food, though of course we didn't actually probably need to make a group meal, because look, there's a nanny making a group meal. So you, my dear, I am going to... Why are you angry? You had a bad school day. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart, but you know, it is just what it is. Luckily the rest of your moods are overpowering it. So what I want you to do is come and introduce yourself to any of the people who we invited over. If any of them came, I don't know what they did. We'll just brighten day. We'll just talk, because I sometimes find just talking to people you know. Oh, and there we go. We're done. Okay, my dear, why don't you go to the bathroom? Why don't you come over here and use that toilet so that you can go... You know I often rally the troops, but sometimes it's easier just to like have them look after themselves. So you, my dear, you're a little bit tired and you need to go potty. And you're a little bit hungry. So why don't you go potty to start with? And so we made the group meal. Oh, well, we didn't make it, but it's been made. So why don't you come and... Why don't we put it over here, and we're going to call to meal. You don't need to listen to that music anymore. We're all done. Because that's our main goal. If we don't call the meal, then we don't actually complete... Not that it matters, because our main actual goal for this party is to age up little Isabella. So we have got that. We'll let people eat. Isabella is also hungry, so why don't you come grab... I'm sure you'd prefer the grilled cheese, and you've already chosen the grilled cheese. I see that. So we're going to have Nicholas tell a joke to Oliver. We're going to do a funny joke about politicians, and then why don't we have Lacey, who's over there at the now making drinks, because I think I had to make her drink, so then she learned the skill. So now she's like just all over doing that. She has to earn silver. So whether this will count, I don't know. Because she didn't... I did have her be one of the hosts of the party. So we're going to do a joke here. We're going to do a knock-knock joke. Why are you in your... Why are you wearing that? I don't think that's very appropriate. And it's also not very weather appropriate either. It's not appropriate in any manner whatsoever. So Sean, now that you have done some cooking, can you make some dessert? Can you, because you now are level 6? You got to level 6, so we're going to make a dessert. I thought I had honey in there, but anyways, maybe I haven't ever gotten around to it. Maybe it was another save where I had honey. I don't know what's considered. I don't know if that's considered dessert. I'm gonna have him make a chocolate cake in the background, but I think what we're going to do, because this part has actually gone on pretty long, we got our gold, we don't even need the dessert. I am going to open the fridge. I'm going to grab out the cake that we had made here, which should have birthday candles in it. It does indeed. And I'm gonna have Nicholas help her. I'm gonna put the walls up. Gonna have Nicholas help blow out the candles. Isabella, and as soon as they're ready, I'll be back, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and I don't want this part to be too long, so I'll be back. So here we are, we're about to have them have her blow out the cake. That's a funny look on her. And she's just about to age out, so I need to come out of tab mode, or else we won't see her age. There we go. And she did all of these things and as she had before, so she should have the top-notch toddler trait. Her childhood aspiration that she has to complete, though I tend to complete them all anyways, is rambunctious scamp. So let me go in there. That is under motor. And then her child trait is good. So she is going to be good. And that is, I think, under lifestyle, or maybe that's under social. Yes, it's under social. So there we go. There we have her. And I will have to give her a makeover. And I'm going to change her hair, because her hair was, like, I think, fuller. And I'm going to leave her, make her so kind of curly. So I'm going to try and get something similar for her as a child. But we will see that in the next part. But that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.